This is the live Olympia 2023 press conference for you guys. If you want quick Olympia updates, please subscribe the channel. Enjoy the video.
The Olympia organization for having me here. And second, he says I'm a wolf, and I'm here to do the hunting. So I don't scare of any lions or elephants.
He is indeed a wolf, but is he a wolf in sheep's clothing, Derek Lunsford?
Listen, you have to respect the champion, of course, you know, so he's a fighter, you know, he makes me work harder and brings the best out of me, and I'm here to show a much improved version of myself. This year is 2.0 version.
Derek 2.0, that should be something to see. That's for sure. Fuad Abiad.
Yes, sir, Bob. My question's for Samson. Hey.
Well, that's a surprise.
Stay out of this. Samson, you have a rubber match of sorts with Nick Walker, and him being out of the show. You know, he beat you at the Olympia, you beat him at the Arnold, and people were kind of waiting to see that third matchup. So what does it mean to you that Nick is not able to compete? Is it a sore spot for you that you're not able to get to go up against him again this year?
First and foremost, I just want to say thank you guys for having me here, and for all of you guys for being here. It means a lot to see so many people support this sport. It's such a great thing to see, and I really want to say thank you, each and every one of you, for supporting this sport the way you do. To Fuad and your question, I mean, honestly, me and Nick won the Arnold, and I messaged him and I asked him, look, do you want to have a training session? And he called me all the way from Tampa, and I tried all the way from London to just come train with me. He showed me how to train my back. Nick has always been a great support to me, and that was just over just a year ago. And I was so looking forward to having him on stage and us sharing the stage again together this weekend. And to find out the news of what happened to him, it's a sore spot, man. It makes me feel really hurt. And honestly, I truly wish him a speedy recovery, and I hope we get to do this again real soon. So Nick, if you're out there, I'm praying for you, buddy. Get well soon.
Of the Olympia predictions this year from not only our celebrity experts, and of course experts around the world, and we know there's a whole bunch of them. They say you got the size, you got the shape, you got the symmetry, but you've got to have the conditioning. I asked your buddy Fuad earlier, how's he look? Fuad said, I don't know. He hasn't sent me any pictures. So the question is, do you have the conditioning?
Well, as you guys can see through my history, I have a thing of shocking people every time I walk up on stage. And I have a very good thing of transforming my physique in a very, very short time. So we're going to see the surprise tomorrow. Don't worry about that.
All right.
Changes with defending the biggest title in the sport.
Yeah, it's been a very busy year for myself and my family. Like you said, that I strive off of just kind of keep myself busy, not thinking about food and things like that. But at the same time, I got to realize that I'm getting a little bit older, and bodybuilding isn't forever. And I got a beautiful baby girl over there that's counting on me to make sure her future is set. So yeah, we have a gym we're building. It'll be done on January 1st. My sneaker line is dropping in a couple of months. So, but at the same time, I am focused on getting number 3 this weekend. That's for sure. I got you, Flex.
All right, Keon Pearson, right next to the Giant Killer, has established himself as a big-time contender here this year, and a huge difference for anybody that saw your physique from last year to this year. Are the changes enough to give the Giant Killer a run for his money?
Friday night tomorrow, or Friday morning prejudging, you guys are going to see the Keon 2.0, something you haven't seen from me yet. I worked my ass off for 26 weeks for this. And I'm really, really excited so you guys can see the new changes. I'm very confident. My mental state is 100%. Physically, I'm ready. I'm just ready to showcase this hard work tomorrow. And you guys are going to see it and appreciate it a lot.
All right, back down. Fuad, you got a follow-up, sir?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask Sean, because I saw a video today where Branch said that Sean was the pound-for-pound best bodybuilder on earth.
I don't need to agree or disagree with it. I just kind of do my thing and let people kind of make their decision what they want to say. But honestly, I mean, I'm not the biggest, but bodybuilding is about being the biggest, right? It's about being the most complete athlete. I just weighed in today. I was about 185, 186, about 4 or 5 pounds up from last year. But don't get it twisted. I am in shape, and I will be ready.
All right. Sometimes it ain't about being the biggest. It's about being the best. And we have one of the best here. He is Hall of Famer Sugar Sean Ray.
My question's for...
Sean, keep it short.
Yeah. Wow. Shorts only to try to get that title because you're so close.
Well, I got the feedback from last year on why I took second place, because there were first place votes. It was very, very close. You know, by a coin toss, it could have went either way. But, you know, he had the victory last year. I took the feedback and the critiques on what I needed to do to my physique, and I just went back to the drawing board, and I went back to the gym, and I trained hard all year. I worked with my coach, Hani Rambaugh. This is our 3rd year working together, and he and our relationship in terms of coach-athlete and also our personal relationship has grown tremendously, so we understand each other better. He understands me, and he knows my body now much better, and I execute the plan. But at the end of the day, you have to have passion and love for this. You got to want to be in the gym, and you got to love this. So I live it every single day, and I just want to be the best, absolute best version of myself. So regardless of who I'm standing next to, I'm only focused on me, and the opportunity that I have to compete on this stage is a window of time in my life, and I want to make the absolute most of it. So.
All right. 7-time Olympia champion, Phil Heath. Phil, I'm sure you got a whole myriad of questions, but you look like we got a couple empty.
The reason why I'm standing up is because I can't just be sitting in the seat next to Sean.
Well, Sean takes up a lot of room,
oh, man.
you know. I mean.
But one of the things that I've noticed this entire time is that no one is staring at that. What you all need to do is stare at that. You, especially you and you need to be staring at this. If you're not staring at this, why are we here? Think about it. So when you're asked these questions and stuff, there's names on that damn title. Every person who has won the Open is on that title. History is made here. So I got a real question. Hadi, is anyone else's name going to be on there? Or is it just going to be your name going to stay on there?
خب فیلس تو خودت چندین بار این قهرمانی رو تکرار کردی، میدونی حس من الان چیه و کامل بیشتر از خیلی ها که کارشناسی کردن میتونی منو درک بکنی. خیلی از قهرمانان یه دوربین گرفتن برای یوتیوب رفتن تمرین کردن، ولی من امسال تمام وقتمو گذاشتم برای استاندارد تمرین کردم و امسال تکرارش میکنم.
Phyllis, you have done this before and you repeat this champion many times before, so you can understand my feeling. Maybe other people, they train and went and posted many videos on YouTube for YouTube, but I have been trained hard and try to improve myself, and I'll repeat it again for sure.
And since I'm still here, got another question, and it's going to transition. Chris Bumstead. You're here to do what you've done before. Is it just another day at the office? I see that you have a gentleman next to you that you've trained, or Ursa's over there. You've allowed those moments in the gym. It's almost like you're luring them in. Young lions and all that stuff. But what I want to know is, are you here to just win this thing, or are you here to actually dominate this thing? Because there's a lot of people that believe that you can do it, and of course there's people next to you that think you can't.
I'm here for a few reasons. I would say I'm absolutely walking home with that trophy, But that's not the only reason I'm here this year. You know, this is my 5th time chasing after a title. I've been on the Olympia stage, been competing for 10 years. And if I've learned anything, it's that in the past I felt I've had to just shut down a lot, repress a lot, and just go into this performance mode to win the Olympia and just kind of like push everything aside. And this year, what I wanted my goal to be was up to be different. I wanted to feel the whole journey. I wanted to have fun training. I wanted to enjoy the process, feel the ups, feel the downs, not just numb them all out, so that when I show up here the week before the Olympia, I'm present, I'm happy, I'm excited to be here. I'm smiling, I'm chilling with my family, they're all here, and we're just having a good time, because that's really what it's about for me. I put in the work, I know these guys are fighting for 2nd place, and I'm just here to have fun with it. So, it's gonna be a good year.
There we go. So now we gotta hear Dino.
Oh, yeah. Listen, we got a whole bunch of competitors here. Ramon Dino, if I get one more dinosaur sent to me in my email, by the way. Enough, people. I love Dino, okay? Great competitor. He's going to give Chris a good run for his money. And Urs has certainly established himself. So we got a great competition here. Breon is back, but let me stick with Chris just for a second. Chris, Sean Rennie says you're in the wrong division. You should be in the open. Your eyes should be on that, Sandow. You should be in that open. He thinks you got a legitimate shot, Sean. Is that right?
Chris knows. I told him 2-3 years ago he's in the wrong division, but he's doing what he's got to do.
I'm right where I belong.
Gotta go to the girl.
Now, and you've said many times you don't know how many years you got left, but you still got some gas in the tank. Would you consider, if you were to win 5, would you consider hanging him up on the Olympia stage, but only temporarily, only to grab a different pair of trunks and give that Sandow a shot?
Sorry, it kind of blurred out. Like, on Saturday would I do it?
No, not in the same weekend, Chris.
I'll do it this weekend.
I mean, listen, I know you're an overachiever, but
there. Switch
it might be a little bit much.
Open.
Oh, that would be cool, Phil, you know. But no, like hypothetical, like you say, okay, 5's enough. I'm retiring from Classic, but I'll be back next year, and I'm going for that.
I don't know if you're trying to excite the crowd or get these guys' hopes up, but I don't think so.
Yeah, so, well, Urs Kalasinski says that you ain't even going to get 5. He's going to put an end to that right here, right now, this year. Enjoy your 4. I know he loves you like a brother, but it's time to move on. Urs is a miracle bear. Can it happen? Will it happen?
We all know everything can happen in this world, especially nowadays, but we're going to find it out on Saturday evening, huh?
You got to get past Dino before you can get to C-Bum.
I know he don't understand me when I say it in English, so I say it in Portuguese. Cuidado, tô chegando.
Fuad, I'm sure you got a whole bunch of follow-ups going through that head right now.
No, actually, you asked the question I was going to ask. Is Urs said that he put on 15 pounds since his last attempt at beating Chris. And Chris says it's going to kind of be, it sounds like he's saying it's going to be a walk in the park. So I don't know, Urs, you trained with him. Did you see anything when you were training with him that gave you an idea that you could surpass him this year?
Yeah, so definitely that he's getting older. So I knew I invested a lot the last year. I trained my ass off over there in cold-ass Germany in the bunker. And he has a great gym, sunny weather, so I knew I worked my ass off. No, but beside that, it's always good to train with those other competitors. It's always the reason why I fly in the US a bit earlier. Meet those guys. I also came over to Brazil and trained with Ramon. So I think it's good to push each other in a certain way, and also don't forget the fun. And it's also funny at this level of bodybuilding, trust me. So it's a great sport, a great lifestyle, and everybody should join it and follow it.
All right, thank you, Urs. Tarek El Guindy, you catch more flack than anybody being from Brazil. Ramon Dino's a superstar over there.
Ramon is a superstar in Brazil. I'm going to ask this question real quick in Portuguese, and then I'll translate. When he responds, I'll translate really quick to the audience. Ramon, Você é um ídolo no Brasil, mas o povo brasileiro talvez fala que você não está pousando tão agressivo, que você escondeu o shape durante a sua preparação. O que você acha disso? I asked him, he's a hero in Brazil, but a lot of people are being critical that he didn't show any pictures and that he maybe doesn't pose as aggressively. What does he have to say about this?
Então, isso foi simplesmente não te chama nem de estratégia, mas uma coisa que eu quis fazer mesmo, esconder mesmo e mostrar eles no final é o que eu fiz o ano todo, entendeu? Tá escondidinho aqui para eles.
He said, it doesn't matter what the pictures show. It's not a strategy. I'm only concerned about what I'm going to show on stage.
All right. Thank you, Ramon. Glenda Murray.
So this question is about a comeback. There are only a few athletes on this stage.
I mean, from England, we haven't had an Olympian champion since 1997. The Dorian Yates, the Shadow, the man himself. So you can only imagine how hungry we've been years after year of watching it and not have someone to be at this position to be able to challenge for it. And I know the support I'm getting from all the people in the UK right now. And with that much support behind you, how can you not deliver? So tomorrow, I'm going to say it right now, this weekend, my name is going on that trophy.
I'll tell you what. When you got the name Sandow on that, the name of Samson, if you're going in history, is not a bad name. They add Sandow there. Fuad.
I'm just curious from Hadi, out of all the guys that he's going to be competing against this weekend, who impresses him the most? Who is he most worried about? And he can't say everybody. I need him to give me a name of somebody that he thinks is going to challenge the most for that title.
برای من هیچ وقت هیچ کسی احساس خطر نمیتونه بکنه، چون که من همه زحمت‌ها رو کشیدم، همه کارا رو پیش بردم، هیچ چیزی هم کم ندارم. این گفته‌ها همه امروز از تخیلات و ذهنیتیه که ما بدنسازا داریم به خودمون میگیریم، اما همه چیز روز مطابق روی سکو 100% تغییر میکنه. من روی سکو خودمو نشون میدم، ادعایی ندارم.
I'm not afraid of anyone here, so I cannot give you any name. And I did my best. I did work out really hard. I don't have any weakness, so I don't have any weak points. And I'm coming to defend my title, and I will win it for sure next time.
و شان تو همیشه کوچکتر از همه بودی روی سکو، چرا که همیشه دوم یا سوم میشدی؟ گندگی هیچ وقت روی سکو مثل المپیا دلیل نمیشه.
Sean Ray, usually you were the smallest person on the stage, but that doesn't mean.
بزرگی عضلات هیچ وقت روی سکو.
Size, it doesn't matter, so for sure definition and other stuff.
باید زیبا باشی، کامل باشی.
You need to be static and complete.
ما بدنسازیم و قوی‌تر مردان نیستیم که بخوام بریم وزن اضافه کنیم.
We're bodybuilder, we're not strong men, so to go and put a weight on.
و ما باید بدنسازی رو به زیبایی ببریم.
We need to drive the bodybuilding to the static and beautiful shapes.
اون کسی بیشترین زحمت رو کشیده که عضلاتش رو به اوج فیبر برسونه و رژیمش رو دقیق گرفته باشه. این نیست که فقط یه سایز بزرگی رو بیاری روی سکو و ادعا کنی من بزرگترم، من بهترم. تعداد عضلات رو بشناسی، من میتونم عضلات سینه‌ام از خیلی گنده ها بیشتر عضله دارن.
Being big and adding more size, it doesn't matter for bodybuilding, and being adding more fiber and more definition is the one who define who's going to be the champion.
خیلی ها کارشناسی کردن ولی نظر داوری تو کارشناسی خیلی فرق.
Many people, many experts, they put their opinion, but that doesn't matter for me because the judge's opinion is matter for me.
I got to follow
Thank you, Hadi.
Bob.
Hang on a second, Fuad. Let me get down here because I've got two empty spots up here. Phil, I got one for you, but the guy behind you, might want to take that other empty spot. Ladies and gentlemen, Dexter Jackson, former Olympia champion. Looking lean and mean, Dex. Lean and mean. I like it. Fuad.
Well, I just wanted to kind of follow up to Hadi there. He was talking about being complete and being shredded, but he's standing next to two guys in Samson and Derek that have extremely symmetrical aesthetic physiques. Does he think that will be that will hurt him standing next to two guys small-waisted with beautiful symmetry?
All right. Fuad's question is, does the symmetry of Samson and Derek pose a problem for the champ? Apparently not.
گفتم که برای یه قهرمان وقتی میخواد پیشرفت بکنه من همه چیزو هدف میبینم ولی هیچ کسی رو مشکل ساز نمیبینم هر مشکلی یه راه حلی داره من واسه این مشکل‌ها قبلا راه حلاشو کشیدم
So every problem has a solution, and I found the solution for everything. So no one is going to be a problem for me because I found the solution to beat everyone here.
That's why he's the wolf, folks. The wolf, the bear, and these guys are animals.
Hey, Bob, I got a question for Jeremy Buendia.
Here we go.
It's him. Jeremy, you're trying to do something that some legendary bodybuilders have tried and failed. The comeback of Kevin Levrone, Flex Wheeler, several other bodybuilders coming back after some time off. Didn't materialize in terms of winning. Maybe the journey was something that they were trying to accomplish. Where are you at and how you dealing with that mentally coming back after that much time off?
I feel I'm in the best spot I've been in my entire life right now. I think a lot of people forget that I was in my early 20s when I won my first Olympia, when I lost my Olympia title. I kind of lost my way for a while, made some poor choices, and spiraled out for a little while. And I found myself in a kind of a slump, in a hole for a couple of years that was very hard for me to get out of. And there's a reason why I didn't make my way back to this stage, because physically I've been dealing with injuries, but also the mental aspect of things, of dealing with my mental health and trying to be a better person. And not only... a few years ago, I got married and had a daughter, and I'm 33 years old as of last week. And when you become a man, you have to start to take a look in the mirror and figure out what you want for yourself and your future. And when my daughter was born, I wasn't the man that I needed to be for my family. And those are some of the things that opened my eyes to the reality of where I was at in my life and what I had to do in order to be the man I needed to be. And one of the biggest things that helped bring me around and get me out of that hole was reestablishing my relationship and my faith in our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And over this past year and going through this prep the past 9 months, it's been a series of obstacles and hurdles and a mental challenge, because at the beginning of this prep, I didn't believe I can do it. Physically, my body has been through a lot. Mentally, I wasn't in a good space. And from what everybody was telling me, that the division had outgrown me. And I had been told that I wasn't wanted back. And when you're getting told something over and over again, you start to believe it. And when you start to believe what other people put in your head, you start to lose sight of what your true self is. And that's something that over this prep, I've been able to come into realization of what my purpose is here. Why am I coming back? What are the things I'm trying to learn and gain from this prep? And, what else I can do to, serve this world in a way that we're meant to. We have a purpose on this earth, and as everybody's seen the way our world is nowadays, good has to be put out there. And that's something I've been striving to do, is, set a good example and show people through my actions, not my words, of what it is to make changes in your life. And that if you are going through a hard time in life and you're finding yourself in a slump that you can't pull yourself out of, you don't have to stay there. you don't have to stay there. There's opportunities, there is a redeemer, and there's a way of finding your way back out. And that's something that I've been able to do these past several months, is been able to rebuild myself from the inside out. And mentally, I'm the strongest I've ever been. And on Saturday, you're going to see me physically the strongest I've ever been.
Well, Jeremy, welcome back to the Olympia stage, brother. It's great to have you back here, and you look great from all the pictures and video I've seen. Adding to all that stress you were saying, the body wasn't responding, you had things going on, you got a family now. And then this guy blocks you on social media just to put the dagger in there.
He unblocked me.
Okay, all right, that's good. It's a loving family. Aaron Banks, you are Olympia champion. Aaron, you're all covered. You got gloves on. You shoveling the driveway when you get done, or what's going on here?
Well, see, last year, some of these people got me COVID and my kids COVID, so I'm not doing that this year. So I'm covered up.
It's gone. We ain't got to worry about that.
No,
Don't
it's
even
not.
mention it.
And no, it's not.
Thanks for jinxing us, by the way. But, well, Aaron, the big question looming, all right, that's the elephant in the room, but I got to ask, of course, it's my job. Why on God's green earth would you put that title, so to say, up for grabs? You went in the Legion, you competed in the next show. Your man, Kyron Holden, beat you.
I wanted to grow my division, you know. Again, I helped raise so much money for that show, teaming up with Chris and Christian Guzman, and, of course, challenging all the top 10, top 15 people to come compete at that show.
And Aaron, let me just interject. For those that don't know, Aaron decided to compete in the Legion show. That was about a month, 3 weeks or a month ago.
4 weeks ago, yep.
He is the incumbent Olympia champ. So it's not normally done that the champ puts that up there to even put himself in a position. But to his credit, he raised a lot of money and brought a lot of money to the table for Chris Minnis in the Legion show. So he did build the purse by double.
Absolutely.
So
we made
nice job on that.
We made history, raised about $35,000 for the men's physique division.
And Kyron Holden says thank you.
My dog. He got the 20K. He got the 20K.
He got it. He got you, bro.
But I'm about to get that 60K.
Ah, there we go. Eye on the bigger prize. But the question is, does Kyron have your number now? He just beat you 3 weeks ago. Some of these same judges are going to be right here at the Olympia, brah.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm bringing something totally different from 4 weeks ago.
I mean, totally different. Like 3 arms? Like, what do you mean you're bringing something totally different?
You going to see. You going to see.
You're going to wear the gloves? That's a prop, by the way. You can't do that.
I might have to.
That's a prop. Jim Manuel will kick you out of the event. You'll be done, bro. I'm telling you. Don't get fined.
Absolutely, man.
Well, you're not without competition. Brandon Hendrickson, a lot of people thought he beat you last year for the Olympia title. It was very up in the air. Could have flipped a coin.
No, you thought he beat me last year. He didn't.
I'd be remiss if I didn't actually own that statement. I love what he brings. I like what all you guys bring.
Absolutely.
It was a great competition. It was so close. I mean, you could see it literally could have gone either way, but it did go your way, and you earned that. And he was the first one to give you props.
No, he didn't. He cried the whole year.
Oh, come on now. Come on, seriously.
He did.
Did he?
Ask him.
Brandon? There's no crying in bodybuilding.
Next question.
He knows that. Next question. Well, my next question is to Brand. Brand, were you whining about losing the title to this guy? Seriously?
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know nothing about that.
Well, listen, you got the task in front of you, like our celebrity panel was saying. This is not an easy feat. It's not easy getting the title back. Nobody knows that better than Phil Heath, who put 7 in the bank and then did try to come back to equal that all-time great 8. And he'll be the first one to tell you it's not an easy feat, my friend.
It's not easy, but I've been here before. I'm the only men's physique Olympian that has been in these waters before, that has lost the title not only once but twice, and has regained it back twice. Yeah. I've never lost in Orlando, and I plan to win it again this weekend.
Yeah, I like that. Well, not that you needed more competition, but you got a 4-time Olympia champ coming out of retirement just for you. And you got Kyron Holden, who, again, has always been a contender, but all of a sudden he beats the champ. I know it's a different day, it's a different game, it's the Olympia, we get all that stuff, but Kyron, that's got to be sitting pretty good for you. I know you were real excited when that announcement came down, and you did it, man.
Absolutely. I just want to piggyback on what Jeremy said. He said something about purpose. I feel like, beyond a shadow of a doubt, right now I'm on a mission to fulfill my purpose. I think bodybuilding is a very spiritual and transformative sport inherently. I think there's there's a certain energy that is used to fuel people forward. There's a lot of animosity, a lot of aggression. I want to be that example that it can be done through a different kind of energy. I like to spread love, like to spread harmony, like to spread joy, and that's what I've been doing, and that's my mission. That's what I've been saying this entire time. going to complete the mission on Saturday.
Can't wait to see these guys battling it out. Lenda Murray.